beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you happen to be returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much and welcome back. Today we are going to be taking a closer look at the newest release from Penhaligon, Babylon. Here on this channel I do cover fashion, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle, so if you like any of those things, or perhaps you're like me and you too can appreciate all things fancy and fabulous, darling, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the bell and it will notify you every single time there is a new video placed on this channel. And without further ado, you guys, let's talk about this fragrance. Oh my gosh. Okay, first of all, I have got to show you the presentation. I have got to show you how beautiful this box is. It had me at the box. The box is simply gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. The attention to details, everything. Normally, I'm not a box girl. Like, normally I don't keep the box. I don't hold on to the boxes. But when I received this, I was like, OMG. Shout out to the team over at Penhaligon. Thank you so much for sending this out. I truly appreciate it. It is magic in a bottle. It is such a gorgeous fragrance, you guys. I'm going to explain and get all into the details of this fragrance, but allow me to take 2.5 to just tell you about the box. It's hard. It feels like it's wooden. It's green when you take it off. It's simply gorgeous. I've already made a small dent in this fragrance. That is saying a lot. The box is gorgeous. This is how it looks on the inside, you guys. It's simply gorgeous, and then it does come out like this. This is the newest edition. This here is Babylon. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous. It's such a beautiful fragrance. I just want to take a few minutes to say thank you to the team over at Penhaligon. They sent the fragrance over and it was so beautiful. I love the way it came with a handwritten note, and I just love that kind of stuff. It just really says a lot about the brand. It shows a lot of class. It shows that they take pride in their brand, and I absolutely love that. So Penhaligon, thank you so much for sending this over, and let's get into this fragrance, you guys. So I want to tell you exactly what happened. You know, I have a 2.5 story time. If you see back there, I have my other favorite by Penhaligon, which is How the Fetty, which I just cannot get enough of. I cannot stop spraying it. But this one here, this is what happened. I came home, actually went over, ripped up the box, it opened it up, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I opened it and I just sprayed just a tad bit on my arm, and I was like, oh, it is so good. And it's probably that way to me because of the notes that it has in it. It has nutmeg, vanilla, it has sandalwood. It is a beautiful, rich fragrance, and it automatically, once you spray it, it transports you somewhere. It just makes you feel a sense of comfort, a familiarity. It made me think about the holidays. It made me think about Christmas time, getting ready to celebrate something. It just made me feel like fancy, but at the same time celebratory. Like I wanted to celebrate something. It just gave me a good, comforting feeling of good times and joy and good memories. I know you got all that from that. Yes, I did, you guys. It is so good. It is a beautiful fragrance. I believe this one here is from their Trade Roots collection. Let's get into some of these notes and then we'll go in there. Now the top notes, we have nutmeg, we have saffron, we have coriander, which is another amazing note that I absolutely love. In our middle notes, we have some earthiness there. It's like a earthy, woody, moss type of fragrance note that we have in there. And then in the base is everything. It has cedar, it has vanilla, and it has sandalwood. And the spice in here is absolutely everything. I know the spice could come from the nutmeg, the saffron, and it also can come from the coriander. It's probably coming from there. The spice on here is good. When I sprayed this, it took me back. I was just like, oh my gosh, it is so sexy. It is so creamy, but not the kind of sexy like a hot, heavy kind of sexy. It's not that kind of sexy at all. It's just a very luxurious, what would you say, close encounters type of fragrance. You know what I mean? Like, it's more comforting than anything to me, but I do find it to be a tad bit sexy, but not in your Tom Ford kind of way. This would kind of give you a little bit of reminiscence of Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. That one would be more sexier. This would be that without the sexiness to it, but just that deep, dark, sensual type of fragrance. That's a word for it. Better than sexy, it's a sensual fragrance. I would definitely say that. That's a better word for it. Sensual. The sandalwood, the vanilla, the cedar, all of that just makes this a very sensual fragrance. Now I did put this on right after a shower. I did put it on probably about 7 o'clock after I worked out. You guys, I sprayed it. I did not overspray. Yes, believe it or not, she did not overspray. I smelled this way into the next morning. I got up the next morning immediately and went and smelled exactly where I sprayed it, and I was able to smell it. It wasn't loud, it didn't project loud, but it was definitely there. It gave me, projection wise, I would say a good 6 to 8 hours. You know, every time I went and put my arm out and brought it back, I was able to get a whiff of the fragrance. It did not leave, it did not disappear. This is definitely not a skin scent. If you are to spray this and you spray this like heavy and you spray it on your clothes, this is gonna last you all day. This is a phenomenal, beautiful fragrance. I'll have all of the information for you for this fragrance in the description box below. I'll give you a few more details about it, you guys. This is 100 ml right here. This is how it comes. It does look like this here. It's absolutely gorgeous when it comes to the bottle. It also can give you a little bit of reminiscence of, I wrote myself a note here, if you know Parfums de Molly Hirauds, I believe I'm saying it right. I could be saying it wrong, but I believe it's Hirauds. If I'm not, I'm trying. It kind of reminds you of that, as I put on my notes here, because that's what I do. I spray it right when I get it and I do a first impression. And my first impression was, I wrote down sexy, but what I wanted to say was sensual, and it's very, very, very long lasting. This is one that you definitely would want to get a whiff of. You definitely would want to add this around the holidays. I definitely see this around Christmas time. It's very festive to me. Something about it is kind of sparkly. Something about it is kind of just warmth. It gives me warmth. It gives me, oh God. Yeah, it's sensual. It makes me happy. It puts a smile on my face. I always tell you guys, I can only give to you what a fragrance gives to me, and that is what Penhaligon's new Babylon is given to me. Allow me to show you the mister here. Here's our sprayer here, and I'll go ahead and spray that for you. So it gives you a nice good spray there. Spray a little, you can spray a lot. Oh my gosh, it's good. It's so, so good. If you have this, if you're thinking about getting it, if you've seen it, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear from you, but I really like it. In my opinion, it is a fabulous, fabulous fragrance. Like I said, all of the fragrances that I have smelled and gotten a whiff of from Penhaligon have been amazing. The longevity has been there. They project, the sillage is there, and this one is no different. It is beautiful. I highly recommend it. I think this is really, really going to shine. It could be worn year round. You can definitely wear it year round. It's definitely a gender neutral type of fragrance. I believe the perfumer said that he did not make it in mind with a man or a woman. He didn't see man or woman. He just made a beautiful fragrance. And if a woman wants to rock it, she can rock it. If a man wants to rock it, he can rock it. He was like me. You know, he said man, woman, boy, child, human. Pull up and you can rock this fragrance. So it's gender neutral. I definitely see my guy wearing this. Definitely, I just get cold weather vibes. So for me, I would definitely reach more for this in the fall and in the winter. I just see a top hat. I just see a scarf. I see a nice like trench coat or some type of, you know, wool coat, something like that is the type of vibes that it gives me for a guy. And if I was wearing it, I would definitely be wearing it with some type of scarf and a nice set of gloves. This is definitely cold weather type of fragrance in my opinion, but it could be worn year round. I will say that. I definitely feel that it's going to shine more in the evening. For me, it's more of an evening. We're going to go to dinner. We're going to go on a date night. We're going to go to, of course, I put every fragrance on a date night, you guys, but it's definitely giving me more of a date night kind of vibe. This isn't a fragrance. I was trying to think, would I wear this to work? I mean, you could. If you wore it to work, it would kind of give you, think Guerlain by or Angelique Noir by Guerlain. It will kind of give you that vibe, but this has a little bit more of a spice to it. It might be, what is that? It might be the nutmeg or it might be the saffron, but it has a little bit more of a spice to it. The spice in this fragrance gives me the date night vibes. That's where the spiciness comes from. You know, I like a growl, you know, in my fragrance. Something that just gives it that extra oomph. And I think that's what the saffron and the coriander might be doing in this fragrance. So for me, I definitely find myself reaching for this more towards an evening date night, a sophisticated date. You know, somewhere where we're gonna go, maybe to a nice steakhouse, or you know, maybe to like what I say, Ruth Chris or Del Frisco's or something like that, where you're just gonna be glammed up a little bit, and you know, someone's gonna get your door, and then someone's gonna bring something to your table and ask you, can they get you more of this, or do you want more of that? And this is something that I would definitely reach for on that type of date night. Could you wear this in the daytime? I would wear, if it was fall, winter, I would even wear this to brunch. I mean, it's definitely something I would wear if I was going to be, you know, with someone that I wanted to become intimate with, or if I was intimate with, I should say. I definitely get a sexy, sensual vibe for me coming from this fragrance. And that is my thoughts, first opinion and review on the new Babylon by Penhaligon. Like I said, you guys leave all of your questions down in the comment section below. I am going to take a little bit more time and just continue to play with this, and just to see if I develop anything else. I'll take a little bit more time and just play with it. Look to see it in a monthly favorites, because now I'll put it on my rotation table and I'll just play with it for the rest of the month. If I find anything else about it, you know, discovering anything else about it, I'll definitely come back and let you guys know. Thank you so much again to the team over at Penhaligon for sending this over. I truly appreciate you. Until next time, guys, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.